Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello viewers, I am Muhammad Abdul Habib. Welcome you all to AIMS tutorial for accounts. In this video, I will be explaining the chapter depreciation. It is a chapter for intermediate second year students, and the weightage for this chapter is for 7 marks. A problem will be coming for 5 marks, and a problem will be coming for 2 marks. A problem or a theory will be coming for 2 marks. In this video, I will be explaining the format of an asset account. Let us take an example that we have purchased an asset here. So on 1st April 2016, when machinery is purchased for rupees 90,000. On 1st April 2016, the business is purchasing a machinery for rupees 90,000. So machinery is coming into the business and the business will be paying cash for it. So here we are writing it as machinery account debit 90,000 to bank account 90,000 because the payment is made by check and the narration will be being machinery purchased. So the general entry when we purchase the machinery is machinery account debit 90,000 to bank account 90,000. And the narration will be being machinery purchased. Next, when we have purchased the asset, we may also incur expenditure on installation. So the next transaction will be when installation charges are paid rupees 10,000. So as we are paying the installation charges on the machinery itself, the general entry will be the same as we have written the general entry when we have purchased the machine as machinery account debit to bank. Here also the entry will be the same, machinery account debit to bank account, and the narration will be being installation charges paid with the amount of installation charges paid, that is 10,000 on debit side and 10,000 on credit side. तो अब यहाँ पे हम पहले क्या करें, एक मशीन खरीदें, फिर वो मशीन पे हम installation charges पे करें. These two transactions will be recorded at the time of purchase of the asset. This entry will be recorded when we have purchased the asset. तब ये प्रॉब्लम में हम मशीनरी कब खरीदे आप 1st April 2016. If even installation charges are paid on the same date, let us assume that installation charges are also paid on the same date. So these two transactions are related to the date 1st April 2016. But depreciation is provided at the end of the financial year. Always remember that depreciation is always provided at the end of the financial year. So here the date will be 31st March 2017. 31st March 2017. When depreciation is provided at the rate of 10%. So how do you calculate depreciation when it is given as 10%? Depreciation will be calculated as cost of the asset into rate divided by 100. So the formula for calculating depreciation is depreciation equals to cost of asset into rate divided by 100. So what is the cost of the asset? You have purchased the asset for 90,000 and you have spent rupees 10,000 as installation charges. Therefore, cost of the asset is 1 lakh and the rate of depreciation is given as 10 by 100. Therefore, annual depreciation works out to be 10,000 per annum. So, at the end of each year, you are required to provide depreciation of rupees 10,000 on the asset. So, our third transaction will be when depreciation is provided at 10%. As we are providing depreciation, what do you mean by depreciation? Decrease in the value of fixed asset. आप जो भी एसेट खरीद रहे हैं उसकी जो वैल्यू कम हो रही हम उसको डेप्रिसिएशन बोल के बोलेंगे. एंड इफ यू रिमेंबर ऑल एसेट्स हैव डेबिट बैलेंस. हमेशा एसेट जो रहता है वो डेबिट में रहता. एज वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन इट, इट्स वैल्यू गेट रिड्यूस्ड. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ रिकॉर्डिंग इट ऑन डेबिट साइड, नो दिस टाइम द मशीनरी विल बी रिकॉर्डेड ऑन क्रेडिट साइड. व्हाई इट्स वैल्यू इज बीइंग रिड्यूस्ड? बिकॉज द बिजनेस इज प्रोवाइडिंग डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन इट. Hence depreciation will be debited and the journal entry will be depreciation account debit 10,000 to machinery account 10,000. How we got this 10,000? We have applied the formula cost of the asset into rate divided by 100. We have purchased the machinery for 90,000 and we have spent rupees 10,000 as installation. Therefore the total cost of the asset was 1 lakh into rate divided by 100. The rate of depreciation is given as 10%. So we have taken it as 1 lakh into 10 by 100 which works out to be 10,000. And the journal entry will be depreciation account debit 10,000 to machinery account 10,000 and the narration will be being depreciation provided. As soon as depreciation is provided on the fixed asset, it should be immediately transferred to profit and loss account. So our fourth transaction will be when depreciation is transferred to profit and loss account. The amount which we have provided as depreciation, the same amount should be transferred to profit and loss account. So when we have provided depreciation, depreciation was recorded on debit side of the journal entry. Now as we are transferring the depreciation to profit and loss account, depreciation will be recorded on credit side of the journal entry and this we are transferring to profit and loss account. Hence profit and loss account will be debited and the journal entry will be profit and loss account debit 10,000 to depreciation account 10,000 being depreciation is transferred to profit and loss account. If you people remember, at the time of preparing final accounts, we used to subtract depreciation from the respective asset in balance sheet, and the amount which we have subtracted as depreciation, we used to record on debit side of profit and loss account, because whenever depreciation is provided on the asset, it should be immediately transferred to profit and loss account. We used to reduce the value of the asset by depreciation, and the amount that we have subtracted in assets in balance sheet, that we used to record in debit side of profit and loss account at the time of preparing financial statement, that is final accounts. So these was the journal entries for 1 year, when an asset is purchased, when installation charges are paid, and when depreciation is provided at the end of the year, and when depreciation is immediately transferred to profit and loss account. Coming to second year. In second year, again we are not going to purchase the asset, so we are not going to write the entry that we used to write for purchase of asset. In second year, you may incur some installation charges. If the business is paying for installation charges in the second year, then this entry will be recorded. Otherwise, even this entry will not be recorded. But at the end of the second year, again the business is required to provide depreciation. Hence, depreciation account debit to machinery account, same 10,000 will be recorded if you are solving the problem through straight line method. And next, as soon as depreciation is provided, it should be immediately transferred to profit and loss account. So again the journal entry, profit and loss account debit to depreciation account, being depreciation is transferred to profit and loss account, will be recorded in second and subsequent years. So for the first year, we have 4 journal entries: when asset is purchased, when installation charges are paid, when depreciation is provided, and when depreciation is transferred to profit and loss account. But from second and subsequent years, there can be entry for installation charges, or there can be entry for installation charges, but there will be no entry for purchase of asset. Next, we will be providing depreciation at the end of the second year, and we will be transferring the depreciation amount to profit and loss account from second and subsequent years. Now let us see what is the format for the asset account. So what is the name of the asset that we are purchasing? Machinery account. So we will be preparing an account called as machinery account, and the format for it is date, particulars, journal folio, amount rupees, date, particulars, journal folio, amount rupees. And to the extreme left you will be writing it as DR, it means debit, and to the extreme right you will be writing it as CR, it means credit. So here also we have the format as date, particulars, JF amount. This is represented as debit. Here also we have the format date, particulars, journal folio, amount. This is represented as credit. So when are we purchasing the asset? The machinery is purchased on 1st April 2016. So here we will be writing the date on which the asset has purchased. We have purchased the asset 1st April 2016. So what is the journal entry? Machinery account debit to bank account. We have purchased the machine for 90,000. So as we are preparing machinery account, we are not going to write the name of the machinery account. So we will be writing the name of bank account. Bank is recorded on credit side of the journal entry. So it will be posted to the debit side of the ledger account. तो यहाँ पे जो बैंक क्रेडिट में लिखा हुआ है वो चीज़ यहाँ पे डेबिट में लिखा हुआ रहेगा, because we are purchasing the asset for 90,000 and the entry will be machinery account debit to bank account 90,000. Next, when we have paid for installation charges, the entry that we have recorded was machinery account debit 10,000 to bank account 10,000. So again we are preparing the machinery account, so we are not going to write the name of the machinery account. Here also we will be writing the name of bank account. As bank is recorded on credit side of the journal entry, it will be recorded on debit side of the ledger account. As we are paying the installation charges on the same date, 1st April 2016, again we are paying 10,000 rupees. So again it will be recorded as to bank account 10,000. Here we have written it as to bank account. This is the cost price for which the asset has been purchased. Here also we have recorded it as to bank account, but this is the installation charges. These are the installation charges that we have paid on the asset. So now the total cost of the asset works out to be 1 lakh. That we have calculated here. Cost of the asset 90,000 purchase price plus 10,000 installation, then it works out to be 1 lakh. Now when are you going to provide depreciation on the asset? Depreciation is always provided at the end of the financial year. So this financial year ends on 31st March 2017. It is starting on 1st April 2016. It will be ending on 31st March 2017. And the journal entry is when depreciation is provided. The entry is depreciation account debit to machinery account. So as we are preparing the machinery account, we are not going to write the name of the machinery. Then we will be writing the name of depreciation. Depreciation is recorded on debit side of the journal entry. So it will be recorded on credit side of the ledger account as by depreciation account 10,000. Now we are going to balance the account. Here the total is 1 lakh, but here the total is only 10,000. So what is the highest value? 1 lakh. So you will be recording 1 lakh on debit side as well as you will be recording 1 lakh on credit side. So what is the difference amount? 1 lakh minus 10,000. The difference amount is 90,000, which you will be writing at the end of the year as 31st March 2017 by balance carried down 90,000. The same amount will be brought down to immediate next year with on its next day after 31st March 2017. The date will be 1st April 2017, which will be brought down to immediate next year as to balance brought down 90,000. The amount which you have balanced here as carried down, the same amount will be recorded here as brought down. Again, this year will be ending on 31st March 2018. So at the end of the second year, again you are going to provide depreciation on the machinery, where the journal entry will be depreciation account debit to machinery account. So as we are preparing machinery account, we are not going to write the name of the machinery account and we will be writing the name of depreciation. So at the end of the second year, from 1st April 2017 to 31st March 2018, again we will be providing depreciation, which will be recorded as by depreciation account 10,000. Now again you are going to balance this account. Here the total is 90,000 and here the total is only 10,000. So what is the highest total? 90,000. So 90,000 will be recorded on debit side as well as 90,000 will be recorded on credit side. So what is the difference amount? 90,000 minus 10,000, it works out to be 80,000. So it will be written as 31st March 2018 by balance carried down 80,000. This amount will be immediately brought down to next date. What is the date after 31st March 2018? The date works out to be 1st April 2018. Again the balance which we have carried down here, it will be brought down to next year as to balance brought down 80,000. Again this third year will be ending on 31st March 2019. So at the end of the third year, again the business will be providing depreciation on its asset. Again the journal entry will be depreciation account debit to machinery account. So as we are preparing machinery account, we are not going to write the name of the machinery account. So we will be writing it as by depreciation 10,000. So now again we are going to balance the account. Here the total is 80,000 and here the total is only 10,000. So what is the highest total? 80,000. 80,000 will be recorded on debit side as well as 80,000 will be recorded on credit side, and the difference amount is taken as 70,000, which will be recorded as by balance carried down on the date 31st March 2019. The same amount will be immediately brought down to next year and the date will be after 31st March 2019. The date will be 1st April 2019. If someone asks you what was the